North Korea this week focuses our attention on other Americans held as political pawns around the world. Robert Levinson served his country in the FBI and, while on a private investigation, disappeared in Iran more than 10 years ago. His daughter, Stephany Curry, joins us now from Dallas. Stephany, appreciate you being with us. I know under the Obama administration, you all felt like your father was forgotten and perhaps, for lack of a better term, fighting for him was sacrificed for the deal that the Obama administration wanted to get. Have things changed under the Trump administration?
Well, thank you for having me today. My father has been repeatedly left behind by previous administrations, and it has happened over and over again. But we feel that President Trump has the negotiating skills and the deal-making skills to bring our father home. And Secretary Pompeo has just shown that bringing Americans who have been held captive abroad is an important issue to him, so we are very hopeful.
Your father's case is an interesting one because he was abroad on an investigation but not there for the U.S. government, although he obviously spent a lot of time with the U.S. government. And the Iranians won't even say that they have him. A lot of questions about where he was and how and why he was taken on that island off the coast of Iran. Give us a sense of how much information you have to pin this on the Iranians.
Well, my family recently met with Mr. Agassi, our Iranian lawyer, and he informed us that he did file my father's case as a missing persons case in Iran, and that it was the classification was changed to a security case, and the case has just stalled at that point, and that was many, many years ago. We don't see any urgency by Iran to resolve my father's case. My father's passport has not been seen in any other country. Iran has a moral obligation to provide us information about our father and to bring him home to us.
What information do you have about what the administration is doing now? Have you gotten anything from them that says there's been movement on this by the Iranians?
We speak with government officials on a regular basis, but we have not heard anything on movement. Unfortunately, we have to go through a third party because we don't have the relations with Iran. But what we do know is that if the Supreme Leader said, send Bob Levinson home, he could be home to us tomorrow. It's been 11 years too long. He's been held for 4,083 days. And I don't understand, and my family doesn't understand, how this is allowed in modern times, that a man can be held with no human rights.
We haven't heard much from the president about your father's case or the other Americans held in Iran. The administration focused a lot on those held in North Korea. Haven't heard much about those held in Iran. Why do you think that is?
You know, I can't speculate. All I am is a daughter who wants her father home. He has many grandchildren that have been born since he's been in captivity. My parents' 44th wedding anniversary was yesterday, and 11 of those years has been spent in captivity. And it's just unconscionable to think that this is allowed. And, you know, we're just a family who wants our father home.
Well, the emotion is understandable, and your work on behalf of your father and your tireless willingness to come and talk about him, I think, says a lot about the family that you all have. Last question for you. As the administration announced that they were going to pull out of the Iran deal, was there a pit in the bottom of your stomach that said this is going to make it harder to bring Dad home, or do you feel like this could actually bring some movement to the case?
To be honest, there's a pit in my stomach every day, along with my brothers and sisters. Every day that he's not home with us, it's devastating. So we'd like to think that we're hopeful. I mean, again, Secretary Pompeo just showed that he's been in office for just a short amount of time in that position, and he has made Americans abroad who've been held in captivity a priority. So we're hopeful. You know, we'll never. I appreciate the sentiment, and you know, we'll never give up. You know, our father has to know that we're fighting every single day for him, and we hope on the other end that he is fighting every single day to get home to us.
Well, suffice it to say that a father's love knows no ends, and I'm sure he knows the feeling is mutual by you wherever he is. Stephany, we appreciate you coming on. Thank you, and come back and let us know as things develop.